So see here, as we are observing in our surrounding, the insect can be easily, the spider, water spider can be easily walk on the free surface of liquid. Then the second thing is that you may observe that if we dip a needle into the grease, and that grease needle can be easily float on the free surface of a liquid. And sometimes you also observe that the raindrops, they are always acquire a spherical shape, and also the bubble of soap bubble, it also acquires a spherical shape. So why these things are happen? All these phenomena are arises due to the one of the most important property of liquid, and that property of liquid is known as the surface tension. So today in this lecture we are going to study about the surface tension. Okay, so now before we are going to study about the surface tension, we are going to study some basic concept regarding to the surface tension. So first important concept is the molecular force. Now what is meant by molecular force? As you know that each matter is made from the molecule, and whatever be the force of attraction between these molecules, that force of attraction is called as the molecular force of attraction. Okay, so molecular force means the force of attraction between two molecules, that is known as the molecular force. Now this molecular force, it is again of two types. One is the cohesive force, and another is the adhesive force. Now what is meant by cohesive force, adhesive force? That's we will see first. What is the cohesive force? Now cohesive force means, see here, the force of attraction between two molecules of the same substances. These two molecules of the same substances means, suppose the cohesive force is a force of attraction. It is a force of attraction. It is a force of attraction between two molecules of same substances. Two molecules of same substances is known as the cohesive force. Now same substances means here, suppose we have the one molecule of air, another molecule it is of also air, then whatever be the force of attraction present between two air molecules, which both molecules are made up from the same substances. So that's why that force of attraction is called as the cohesive force of attraction. And suppose we have the one molecule it is of water, another it is also of water, then whatever be the force of attraction present between these two water molecules, because both are made from the same substances, water is the same substance. Okay, so that's why that force of attraction is known as the cohesive force of attraction. Now in case of solid, the cohesive force is the strongest force, and it is weakest in gases. So why the as you know that the solid have a definite shape. So why the solid have a definite shape? Because of the cohesive force. So cohesive force is the strongest force in case of a solid, and it is weakest. That's why the weakest in a gases. So that's why the gas does not have definite shape. Okay, so this is about the cohesive force. Now we are going to study about the adhesive force. Now what is meant by adhesive force? Now here, as it is the force of attraction between two molecules of the same substances in case of cohesive. So exactly here opposite here, it is the force of attraction between two molecules of different substances. Now different substances means, see here, force of attraction between two molecules of different substances. Different substances means here one molecule it is of suppose water, and another molecule it is of glass. Means water is the one substance and glass is the another substance. Means two different substances are there, and whatever be the force of attraction present between two molecules, these two molecules, and both molecules are of the different substances, so that force of attraction is known as the adhesive force of attraction, and it is also sometimes called as the force of adhesion, and this is also called as the force of cohesion. Okay, so this is about the cohesive force and this is about the adhesive force. Now we are going to study about the again some basic terminologies in case of molecular theory of surface tension. So first the term we are going to study, that is the what is meant by molecular range. So molecular range means, see here, molecular range. Now molecular range means here, suppose there is any molecule, we have suppose this is molecule X. Okay, and the molecule X is here. So whatever be the maximum distance from this molecule X, and up to that maximum distance, that molecular force is effective. Means इस molecule X पे से ऐसा maximum distance, उस maximum distance तक हमारा molecular force क्या रहेगा? Our molecular force is effective. So that force is known as the molecular range. So molecular range means it is a maximum distance. Molecular range means here maximum distance from a molecule. Maximum distance from a molecule up to which molecular force is effective. Up to which molecular force is effective, or molecular force is present. Means it is such a maximum distance. Up to that distance, the molecular force is present there. Means suppose we have the molecule X is here. I have considered molecule X, and from that molecule X, whatever is the maximum distance, and up to that maximum distance, the molecular force is here present, or it is effective. And this molecular force is effective only up to the distance of some nanometer, like this 10⁻⁹ meter. Means it is a short range forces. This molecular force is the short range forces. Okay, so molecular range means the maximum distance from a molecule up to which molecular force is effective. अगर ऐसा maximum distance molecule पे से वहां तक हमारा molecular force क्या है? Our molecular force is effective, and that maximum distance is known as the molecular range. And up to what maximum distance that molecular force is effective? It is effective up to some nanometer, means 10⁹ meter. Okay, means up to this distances the molecular force is effective. Okay, so this is about the molecular range. Okay. Now we are going to study about the next term, sphere of influence. Now sphere of influence, it is one of the important term in molecular theory. Sphere of influence. Now sphere of influence means here, suppose I have considered this as a molecule X. I have considered molecule X, and by considering molecule X as a center, I am drawing an imaginary sphere around this molecule X. Okay, and that sphere has a radius which is equal to the molecular range R. This molecular range R is denoted by capital R. Okay, so means by considering this molecule X as a center, and I am drawing an imaginary sphere around this molecule having a radius is equal to the molecular range R. Okay, means see here, मैंने क्या कंसीडर किया? I have considered this molecule X as a center, and by considering that molecule X as a center, I am drawing an imaginary sphere around that molecule, and that imaginary sphere having a radius is equal to the molecular range. मतलब इस molecule X को मैंने इसका सेंटर कंसीडर करके इसके सराउंडिंग में एक स्फीयर ड्रॉ किया है, और उस स्फीयर की रेडियस कितनी रहनी चाहिए? The sphere having a radius is equal to the molecular range. Okay, and suppose this is the molecule X. Now within this sphere of influence, suppose any molecule A is present. So is there is a force of attraction between X and A is present or not? There will be a force of attraction is present between X and A. Okay, because it is a within a sphere of influence. Suppose there is a one molecule here, C molecule. Is there is a force of attraction between X and C is present? No, means the molecular force is effective here within a sphere of influence. Means if the molecule is on the boundary of sphere of influence, suppose here molecule Z is there. So is that molecular force is effective here? Yes. So within the within the sphere of influence, the molecular force is effective. Now if the molecule it is outside the sphere of influence, then the molecular force will not be effective. Okay, so that is about the sphere of influence. Now we are going to study about the surface film. Surface film. Now surface film means here it is a layer having a thickness equal to the intermolecular range, or we can say molecular range. Means suppose I have considered this is a container which contain a liquid, suppose which contain a water, okay, and the layer having a thickness, so this is a layer and having a thickness, it is equal to the molecular range. So that layer XY, this layer XY is known as the surface film. Okay, surface film means what? Means it is a layer. It is a layer having thickness is equal to the molecular range or intermolecular range. That is known as the surface film. Okay, the surface film means it is a layer having a thickness which is equal to the molecular range. So this is about the some basic concept. Now we are going to study about the what is exactly the molecular theory of surface tension. All these terms are included in molecular theory of surface tension. So first see here. Now I am going to tell you about the molecular theory of surface tension. Molecular theory of surface tension. Molecular theory of surface tension. So molecular theory of surface tension, for that we have considering, suppose any liquid, it is in a container, okay, and it contain a water, suppose this is the surface film, okay, XY, okay, and we are going to consider here, we are going to consider three molecules. We are consider molecule A, which is completely inside the liquid. Suppose this is the molecule A, and this molecule A is completely inside a liquid. Then we are considering a molecule B, which is within the second case. में हमें क्या consider करना है? We have considered molecule A completely inside liquid. This molecule A is completely inside liquid. Completely inside liquid. Then second case we have considered second molecule B within surface film. Within surface film. And we are going to consider the third molecule on the free surface of this liquid. Suppose this is molecule C. So C is on the free surface of liquid. On the free surface. Okay? On the free surface of liquid. Now see here, we have to draw the sphere of influence for all these three molecules. Sphere of influence, we just studied. Sphere of influence means we are considering that molecule as a center and we are drawing an imaginary sphere around this molecule. Okay, so suppose this is molecule A, this is the sphere of influence of molecule A. So by considering this molecule A as the center, and I have to draw one imaginary sphere around this molecule, and that sphere have a radius equal to the molecular range. Okay, so by considering this as a center, I am drawing the sphere of influence of this molecule A. So similarly for molecule B also. Okay, similarly for molecule B, similarly for molecule C. Okay, so now we go one by one. So now first we discuss about the molecule A. Now as you can easily observe from the diagram that the sphere of influence of molecule A, it is a completely inside a liquid. So what happens, from all sides it is surrounded by the other water molecules, okay, and this molecule is equally attracted from all sides by the other water molecules, okay, and the resultant force acting on this molecule A is zero because it is equally attracted by the cohesive force. Why the cohesive force? Because in surrounding to the molecule A, everywhere water molecule is there. All water molecules attract this molecule A. Okay, because it is molecule A is of water and surrounding molecule it is also of water. So that's why by cohesive force this molecule A is equally attracted from all sides. Means like this. Suppose this is molecule A. So someone is attracted from this side. Suppose attracted from this side. So from all sides it is attracted. Therefore the resultant force acting on this molecule A, it is a zero. Okay, and it's so molecule A will be at rest. Then in case of molecule B, now in case of molecule B you can easily observe that from the diagram. So some part of its sphere of influence is lies maximum part of its sphere of influence lies inside the liquid, and some portion is outside the liquid. So what will happen? From downward side, there are water molecules are there. Therefore, molecule B is attracted by the cohesive force from downward side, and molecule B is also attracted from upward side, because here this part is outside the liquid and this part contains the molecules of air. And here what happens? Because from the downward side, molecule B is attracted by the other water molecules. Means by which force they are attracted? Molecule B is attracted from downward side by cohesive force by the other water molecules. Okay. And from the some part of its sphere of influence just lies above the free surface of liquid, and that part contains some molecules of air. Now from the upper side, the molecule B is also attracted by which force? Adhesive force. Why? Because it is the molecule of water and it is the molecule of air. These two molecules of different substances are there. So which force will be there? There will be a adhesive force. Okay, but actually what happened here? The cohesive force is strong, because what happened? As we know that the number of air molecules in this part, they are less in number. Why they are less in number? As we know that the density of water is more than as compared to the density of air. So that's why the number of air is very less part of this molecule B sphere of influence is just outside the liquid. So that's why the number of air molecules are here less. Means as the density of air is less than as compared to the water. So that's why this molecule B is also attracted. B is also attracted in downward direction because of this molecule attracted by the cohesive force. Okay, मतलब molecule B भी क्या होगा? इस पे resultant force कहाँ पे लगेगा? इस resultant force will be acting in a downward direction. Okay, so molecule B will be pulled inside the liquid. Now we are going to study about the now C. In case of C, molecule C, what happened? Half part of its sphere of influence just lies outside the liquid, and half part lies inside the liquid. Now half part is outside the liquid and half is inside the liquid, and you know that from the downward side, the molecule C is also attracted by which force? Cohesive force. Okay, and from the upper side, it will be there are number of air molecules are there. And but the density of air molecule is less as compared to the density of water. So that's why the resultant force acting on molecule C, it is also acting in a downward direction. Means molecule C is also pulled in a downward direction. Means suppose if there are number of molecules on the free surface of liquid, we have considered only C molecule like A to Z. Suppose there may be A molecule here, there may be X molecule, Z molecule. Means there are number of molecules are there. And on the whatever be the molecules present on the free surface of liquid, so all these molecules are pulled inside the liquid, and that's why it means that there is some forces acting on that molecule. Okay, and that free surface of a liquid it behaves like a stretch elastic membrane, and that stretch elastic membrane, so that property of liquid is known as the surface tension. Means on this molecule some force is acting there. And because of that force, that molecule is pulled inside the liquid and it behaves as a stretch elastic membrane, and that property of liquid is known as the surface tension. Okay, so this is about the surface tension. So what we have considered first? We have considered molecule A, B and C. So molecule A is completely inside the liquid, molecule B is just below the free surface of liquid or within the surface film, and molecule C it is on the free surface of liquid. So why the molecule A is completely inside the liquid? Why it is at rest? Because it is a resultant force acting on it is zero, because it is equally attracted from all sides by the cohesive force. So that's why the resultant force acting on it is equal to zero. Okay. Then in case of molecule B, some part of its sphere of maximum part is inside the liquid, some is outside the liquid. So it will be get pulled inside the liquid, because what happens? From the downward side it is attracted by the cohesive force, and as the density of air is less as compared to the water, so that's why the resultant force acting on molecule B, it is also pulled inside the liquid. Then similarly for C molecule, half part is outside the liquid, sphere of influence का half part बाहर है, half part is inside the liquid. So from the downward side it is attracted by the cohesive force, from upper side air molecule and water molecule C is there, means adhesive force. But number of air molecules are less, means their density is less as compared to the water. So that's why the resultant force acting on molecule C also, it is in downward direction. So as molecule C is also pulled in downward direction. Suppose if you consider any molecule X is here on the free surface of liquid, it will be also pulled inward. So here molecule Y is there, that molecule also pulled inward. Means the free surface of a liquid, it behaves as a stretched elastic membrane. So because the net pulled, it is pulled inward, okay, because the resultant force is acting inside the liquid, okay. So that's why each molecule on the free surface of liquid, it behaves like a stretched elastic membrane, okay. So this is about the molecular theory of surface tension, and that property is known as the surface tension. Now we are going to study about the definition of surface tension. So what is surface tension exactly? For that we are going to perform one activity here. Suppose here I have considered one wire, and through to that wire I have attached suppose one thread, and I dip this whole assembly into the soap solution. Okay. So what happened? A soap film will be formed. इसके ऊपर क्या आ जाएगा? A soap film will be formed. Okay. So what is exactly the surface tension? So that is the means. As we know that every water molecule on the free surface of liquid, it behaves like a stretched elastic membrane. So that property is also known as the surface tension. Now we are going to see what is exactly formulated definition of surface tension. So see here, this is the thread, and this whole assembly we have dipped into the soap solution. Then what happens? A soap film will be formed here. Now if we break this soap film, suppose if we break the soap film from the right side, then what happens? The thread will be pulled towards the left side. Means this thread will be pulled towards the left side. Means it means that some force is acting on this thread. Okay? Some force is acting on this thread. Now if I break this film from the left hand side, then that thread will be pulled towards the right hand side. अगर मैं इस side से break किया, then this thread will be pulled towards this side. Means what happens? Some force is acting on this thread in both the direction, okay, and that force is acting tangentially to that thread, and the tangential force acting, suppose the thread having a length is L, acting per unit length, okay, that is known as the surface tension. The force per unit length, or we can say the tangential force per unit length acting on the tangential force per unit length acting tangentially, or we can say acting perpendicularly to the given thread, that is known as the surface tension. Means suppose if I consider as suppose this is the free surface of a liquid, and on this free surface if we draw any line, we have considered this as a free surface, and we are draw one line PQ, okay. If we rub this surface from this side, what will happen? This tangential force will be acting on this direction. If we rub from this side, tangential force will be act on from this direction. Means the tangential force and length of this line is supposed to be L. So the tangential force acting per unit length is known as the surface tension. And the unit of surface tension is T is equal to unit of force is Newton and unit of length is meter. So this is about the surface tension. So surface tension means the tangential force acting per unit length. Okay, the force acting tangentially per unit length is known as the surface tension. Okay, so this is about the surface tension. So in the next period we will study about the surface energy, their derivation for surface tension, angle of contact, and all these things.